What's up guys, it's Jinx coming back at you again with another video. Inside today's video, I'm going to show you what computer build you can get for only $500. Okay, let's get started. Now, the CPU that you're going to want is the AMD FX 6300 3.5 GHz 6-core processor. Now, this processor isn't the best, okay? You're going to build a computer for $500. Now, this build is probably going to run better than the PS4 Pro and stuff, okay? Even better than the Xbox One S. So, this processor is obviously going to be the best bang for the buck for your price point at the time. Now, this paired up with the GPU that I'm going to show you later is going to run Battlefield 4 on ultra settings around 40 and 50 FPS. Sometimes 60, sometimes 70 even. But it's going to run around 40, 50, 60 FPS. So it's going to be around low 50s sometimes, most of the time. But with this processor, it's the best bang for the buck. There's nothing better than this one. Now, the motherboard that you're going to want is the Gigabyte GA78L MT USB 3 Micro ATX AM3 Plus motherboard. Now, you could get this at NTIX US for $59. This motherboard is a Micro ATX, obviously, so it's going to fit inside the case that we're going to get, but it doesn't come with everything. Now, for a $500 PC, you're not going to want like motherboard that costs $200 and can do everything, because you're not looking for that. You're not going to be looking to overclock the AMD FX 6300 because there's no need to. So it's going to be completely useless. Now, I forgot to tell you how much you could get the AMD FX 6300 for, and you could get that for about $95 at Atlas PC. So for those two, it costs about $160 right now. For the RAM, get the Corsair Vengeance 8GB DDR3 1600 memory. You could get this on Amazon for about $49. There's nothing you can really talk about this. 8GB is the nice sweet spot. If you have extra bucks, I would recommend getting 16GB, but 8GB will do you just fine in the long run. Now the storage. Get the Western Digital Caviar 1TB hard drive. It's very basic. Nothing special. 1 terabyte. You can get this on Outlet PC for about $50. Now, for the main event, the GPU. For the GPU, we're getting the MSI Radeon RX 470 4GB video card. You could get this on SuperBiz for about $190. Now, this video card is great for the price, but if you have about $10 more, I'd recommend getting the the GTX 1060 3GB version on Newegg or Amazon, because that retails for about $200 flat. So that's the one I have actually, and it does great. Now the case that you're gonna want is the Deepcool Tesseract SW ATX mid tower case. You could get this on SuperBiz for about $39. Okay. Now, this is the case I'm gonna get for Christmas. So, all the reviews I've read on Newegg and Amazon, it sounds great. It's great for cable management, and it has 2 fans on the front. So, there's nothing special about it, but it's the best bang for the buck. Now, finally, the power supply you're gonna get is the EVGA 430 watt 80 plus ATX PSU. You could get this on Jet at around $32. Now, there's nothing special about this PSU, but you're not going to need anything more than 430 watts. 600 watts is a bit overkill, but you won't need anything more than that. Now, some of you may be asking why I didn't get a new CPU cooler, and that's because the AMD FX 6300 comes with this pre-stock CPU cooler, and it has its own thermal paste on it. So there's no need to get a new thermal paste or a new CPU cooler. So this is all the essentials to do. to build your own PC, this is all you need. Now, obviously, you're gonna need a new a new OS system, operating system, and an optical drive if you want an optical drive. Now, an optical drive normally runs about $19, and this build by itself is around $512 because the Corsair Vengeance RAM has $9 shipping, so that's kind of a bummer. But never mind that. The optical drive, if you want one, is gonna cost around $19, and the operating system, like Windows 10, which I think you guys would want, costs around $95. So, unless if you have your own operating system from an old computer, or if you have an optical drive from an old computer, then you could get these if you want, but not forcing you to do anything. Now, this is all for the computer. Around this, for everything, costs about $512. So it's a bit more than $500, but if you can find the RAM on on eBay for around $30, then you're good. This is Jinx tuning out, and I'll see you next time. Bam!